Fifi was not an ordinary bird. She came from a hard past, but with love and patience, she turned into the heart of a family. When she was first seen at the parrot sanctuary, she looked broken. Her body was small and weak, and almost all of her feathers were gone. She had pulled them out herself because of stress. It was painful to look at her. She walked in small circles, as if she had spent too much time trapped in a tiny cage. She didn't seem to realize that she was finally free. Even in that state, she was impossible to ignore. The moment she was noticed, there was an instant connection. Her eyes, though sad, still held a spark. It was decided she deserved a chance at a real home. The idea was shared at home, but not everyone agreed. Her new owner's husband had never cared for parrots. He didn't understand why they needed another pet, and he didn't want the responsibility. Still, the decision was made to bring her home. At first, the husband kept his distance. He didn't show much interest while his wife cared for Fifi and tried to help her adjust. But then, something surprising happened. One day, he reached out and gently stroked Fifi's back. She leaned into his hand, closed her eyes, and enjoyed every moment of it. From that day on, their bond grew stronger every single hour. The bird that was supposed to be just another pet became his shadow. Fifi followed him everywhere. When he sat on the couch, she climbed onto his lap and demanded to be petted. She loved having her tiny feet rubbed, and the way she melted into relaxation made everyone smile. If he left the room, she would run around the house calling for him. If he didn't come back quickly enough, she made up her mind to go find him herself. It was clear he was her favorite person. She was especially funny at the pool. Whenever he went swimming, Fifi refused to leave the edge of the water. She paced back and forth, watching closely, and grew restless if he stayed underwater too long. When he placed her on a little inflatable raft, she proudly sat on it while he swam, surveying the area like she was guarding him. It became their routine. He swam laps, and she floated nearby, always keeping an eye on him. At home, Fifi lived cage-free most of the time. She only stayed in her cage at night for safety. During the day, she was part of the family. She perched in the living room, climbed onto shoulders, and followed people around the house. Being allowed to move freely gave her confidence. She no longer walked in sad circles like she had at the sanctuary. She began to explore, play, and even dance. Her favorite time of the day quickly became evening. Before bedtime, she had her own little ritual. She would start bobbing her head, lifting her wings, and moving to her own rhythm. Soon, the whole family would join in, turning it into a nightly dance party. Laughter filled the room, and Fifi clearly loved every second of it. Afterward, she went into her cage peacefully, ready for rest. As the months passed, Fifi grew healthier. Her feathers started coming back, her colors brightened, and her eyes no longer looked tired. She trusted her family completely. The husband who once thought he didn't like birds now couldn't imagine a day without her. He cared for her, spoiled her, and made her feel safe. Their bond surprised everyone. Fifi's life had transformed, but so had her family's. She taught them patience, joy, and the power of trust. She was once a frightened, plucked bird, but now she was confident, loved, and playful. She had found her place, not in a cage, but in the heart of a home. Her story is proof that love and care can change everything. With patience and kindness, even the most broken animal can thrive again. If this story touched you, give it a like. Even sharing it helps more animals find safe, happy homes.